Someone I know is trying to get their CCW. Does a DUI felony that's 46 years old follow you forever?
So it's a good question. And really, we don't have enough information to completely and totally answer that question. There's like 15 questions I'd like to ask this person, but let's just deal with the information that we have. They said that it basically doesn't matter if it's a DUI or whatever kind of felony it is. This person's indicating that they became a felon 46 years ago, and there's no indicator that they did anything to reverse that felony. So we have to assume by this question that they're still a felon. So they're asking, hey, can a felon get a CCW? And again, it doesn't matter what the felony is from. Here they said it was a DUI felony. But basically, if you're a felon, you're a felon. So you can't get a CCW. More importantly, you can't get a gun.
Right.
So I'm not sure, I'm not sure all the circumstances, but if a person wants a CCW and they have a felony on their record, the first hurdle is that they won't even be able to own or purchase a firearm in order to, necessitate a CCW.
Does it matter the variety or flavor of the felony?
No, it's either you're a felony or not. Now, there are some misdemeanors, some non-felony offenses where you also lose your gun rights,
right? Which
I am completely against. I think that's just absolutely ludicrous. In fact, there's some felony convictions that I don't think you should lose your gun rights, to be honest with you. But that's a whole other subject. Anything you want to add? Because that was somebody that came from you.
That was a question. Yes, correct. That was something that the one question or thought that I had. This was a question that was asked by a friend of mine, but it was kind of one of those things where it was a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And I just was wondering, I'm like, as this comes through that telephone channel, right, from one person to the next, was it truly a felony?
Yeah.
Right. Not all do. I mean, some can be, absolutely, but some are not. And so that's one question I had first: is it truly a felony, or are you just assuming that it was?
I used to think to myself, if you're a felon, you know it.
You would think so.
But honestly, I've since met some people who were felons, and they didn't really realize it. They didn't know it. They didn't know if they could vote or not, or if they could own a gun or not. They just didn't,
To be honest, my dad was one of those. I was helping my dad with some paperwork, and had he have had a felony conviction, it would have disqualified him from some different programs that I was trying to help to get him in. It wasn't until we pulled his record that we found out everything was, he was arrested for things that should have been a felony. However, things were pled, things happened in court, his convictions were all misdemeanors.
Oh, wow.
He didn't know it.
Well, and
so you never know.
I'll tell you this: it is possible to get rid of a felony. You can get that reversed. It's near impossible.
It's not easy.
And I'll tell you this: if you did take the steps to get rid of a felony, so that you were no longer a felon, you would remember.
That's true.
So there's nobody out there that is a felon and took whatever steps. There's a couple different, Hail Marys that you can throw to not be a felon anymore. There's nobody out there that was a felon, took those steps, and didn't remember or doesn't know if they're not a felon or not. I really doubt that. So there you go. So that's the answer for that. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm Michael from Gun Owners Radio. If you liked what you saw, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and make a comment. Help us out. Go to gunownersradio.com. Thanks for watching.